Now through September 10th, KPRC2 and our community partners at Energy Transfer, Houston Christian University, and Exclusive Furniture invite you to help us clear the shelters. It's a nationwide pet adoption campaign. One of the participating shelters is Lifeline of Galveston County Pet Adoption Center. Caroline McKenna, executive director and founder of the organization, is joining us. And with her, she brought this distinguished guest, this little fella, Benny. Welcome to you both.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good morning. Talk to us about what Clear the Shelters means to you.
Yeah, so Clear the Shelters, we've taken in over 200 kittens in just the past 2 months, as well as adult cats and dogs. Yeah, and in the summer is one of the toughest months, particularly in our area for animals, and around the school year we see a decrease in adoptions. So this event is really to help encourage people to come out and adopt, either from our organization or really any other shelter in the area, because we really need it right now.
You mentioned intake and how those numbers are extremely high. What's capacity look like at your shelter?
So our organization is a little bit different. We're a nonprofit. I actually previously worked at a local shelter, and I started the organization to help kind of offset the amount of animals coming in. So we're actually primarily a foster-based organization. So we have over 200 animals in care. At any given time, we have between 50 and 75 on site. So we're not an organization where we have to take in animals. We do it when we can. So capacity isn't really an issue. We have about 75 animals on site, but the more that we can move the animals, the more that we can help our local shelters, which is the whole point of our organization.
And that's all thanks to volunteers, our community members getting involved, trying to mitigate this crisis.
Yes, absolutely. Texas is the highest kill state in the whole country.
Yeah.
So, yep.
For people not familiar, I feel like we've been talking about this for as long as I've been in this chair. We've been shedding light on this problem. But for people not familiar with the issue, if we need to talk about reminders, talk to us about just how big of a problem and how big of an impact this is having, this problem, on our local shelters.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's estimated over 1 million strays just in the Houston area, and our facilities don't have that many kennels. And then, of course, also without spay-neuter, people's animals and strays are having like countless babies on the street. So that just continuously adds to the issue. So it's absolutely a crisis. And I think our shelters constantly feel like they're in crisis. So community members coming out to adopt, spaying and neutering, helping animals get home before they have to go to the shelter. Those are all things.
Yeah, there are so many ways to get involved, whether
absolutely.
You can or can't open your...
Bless you, Benny.
Bless you. Whether you can or can't open your home and your heart to a pet, there are other ways to do so, to get involved, whether that be volunteering or donating, but picking up the phone or sending an email to a local shelter, a nonprofit, a rescue group to see what it is you can do, how you can get involved, can certainly go a long way. Okay, talk to us about the adoption process if people are interested, adopting a pet through your organization, and then of course tell us all about Benny.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we do adoptions 7 days a week, but our adoption facility is open from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. in Webster, Texas. People are welcome to walk in at any time. They can also do an application on our website. Like I said, we do have a lot of animals in foster care, so all of our animals are listed on our website, and we can schedule meet and greets for any of them in foster as well. And then we're doing a big push September 7th and 8th to hopefully decrease some of our adoption fees so that we can move some more of our animals into awesome homes. We're a nonprofit, so we don't get any government funding, so we're looking for sponsors in order to do that. So that would be really helpful too. And then this is Benny. Benny is from our community, Galveston County. He was actually found at a plant with his sister Maggie, and him and Maggie both have neurological issues. They're really healthy. Besides that, they're just a little wobbly. We do take in a lot of medical cases through our organization. We pull a lot out of the local shelters. So him and Maggie are two of our special needs kitties. We have lots of other ones available as well. He's neutered. He's all ready to go. He's just a little wobbly. So if there's somebody out there looking for a special needs orange tabby, which is like the total rage right now,
Right, he's so
Benny's the
beautiful.
guy.
He loves that.
He does. He has these huge whiskers too. He's such a handsome cat.
You suspect he's about one?
About one, yeah. Actually, the gentleman had been feeding him at the plant since he was a kitten. So we took him in, and then Maggie had kittens. So we took the whole crew in to our organization about 2 months ago.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know I asked you about adoption, that process. For folks watching right now who want to get involved and perhaps become a foster,
Yes.
how can they go about doing so?
Yeah, so anybody can foster through our organization. They just go and do an application on our website, come in anytime we're open. We also do sleepovers, and then we offer adoption trials as well for all of our animals, any animals available for a trial for a week, just to see if it's a good fit. And then, of course, long-term fosters. We need fosters from like just 1 or 2 days to multiple months for like medical cases. So.
Speaking of trials, do we know how Benny does with other animals?
Yeah, he's done pretty well with other animals. Again, he lived outside with a bunch of other cats. He's definitely not, built to be outside. He was really matted, so we actually had to shave his back here. But yeah, he's done well around other cats, and I don't know how he would do around dogs, but he does pretty good. But you can see he's kind of shaken back here.
Well, if you're interested, stop by the organization and see. I think I know why he was sneezing. He was sneezing because Mario Diaz just walked into the studio. He could sense him, so he was allergic. He was showing his allergies. Really quick before I let you go, I want to talk to you. I want to ask you. We talk about this crisis, right? And then we have people in our community who are they're there first in line to help mitigate these issues. But then there are folks who are like, you know what? This doesn't pertain to me. This doesn't impact me. But it does.
Absolutely.
It does impact you, and it impacts your wallet because the money that could go to other programs are having to go to initiatives to help reduce the number of stray, loose animals on our streets, which then become a public health crisis. It's all cyclical here. What would you say to those folks who say, you know what, this doesn't impact me?
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely does. I don't know the exact statistic, but I think it's like 70% of people in America own animals. So even if you don't own an animal, somebody owns an animal. Or I think Houston Pet Set did something where they tested everybody in Houston, and they came to the conclusion that most people say the stray population has affected them in some way, whether they've been chased by a dog, they've seen a cat, some cats had kittens on their porch. It affects everybody, even if you're not an animal person. Yeah.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Okay, well, we appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
Caroline McKenna with Lifeline of Galveston County Pet Adoption Center. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Mr. Benny, for coming in. Justina, check Benny out.